take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings taking on the New York Jets.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, it's Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 16 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A give to Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw, Darnold. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Gay's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Jets 3, Vikings nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
At the 24-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Double team, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL are saying, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Darnold completes it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on
Good position to be in here, second and inches. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. After the penalty is Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Third down.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4 yards. First down, Jets.
Darnold on first down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Jamison Crowder.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Bell stepped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Brings up
second and 3. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
It's just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, first and 10. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook Titans are going to add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, New York.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Bell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
20-yard line.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a time.
On first down, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
21, Jets.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time jaunt Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Down and sacked.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And got his man complete.
I'm going to show you, man.
Touchdown, Vikings. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they got the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Jets 16. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
Trying to fit it in the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Scrimmage.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
19-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. 31. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, well, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A first down throw, Darnold. A good throw here, finding Pascal. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Pascal, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, Sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. The ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
6-yard pickup.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run. It's the fullback DeMarco. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Patrick DeMarco. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
The ball carrier.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, Cook. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now here comes their final timeout.
First down.
As they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
38.
But Charles, a one-score game down to the end.